But I know me. As requested, male singers best vocal acrobatics, runs, Riffs, Elizabeth, Trills, and agility. You know I love me some agility, y'all. Let's get right into it. Stevie and the legendary Clark sisters. Come on. Sing. Sounded like Beyonce there, somebody. See that bit right. I'm sorry about that. My phone is trying it today. Let's get right back into it. You better sing, Smoke. He is so bad. You see how the brother descended and ascended back up. It's more difficult to ascend for a singer than it is to descend. The brother killed that ascent. I mean, and he put that roar in there too, on that note, that belt was incredible. Smokey is one of the baddest male singers in my opinion. His range is incredible. His tone is incredible, and I mean, obviously the agility is just out of this world. What in the heck? Did you hear the notes that boy was hitting? That boy sounded like there's no other way for it. That man sounded like a grown woman up there. Mm-hmm. I mean, what the how can a brother have such rage and his tone, the sound of his voice, his tone completely changed. Once he hit a certain note, his voice was completely changed. I mean, his mix for a dude is just, it's frightening. That, I mean, how? Absolutely incredible in his agility. Duh, but when he was highest up there, highest in that ridiculous mix, his agility got quicker, lightning fast. I mean, when it was way up there, that descending run he did, one of the fastest descents I've heard. I'm talking specifically about the descending run he did from way up there in his mix. I mean, that just goes to show you, and that's an example of mixing and a softer being in a softer voice or head voice or falsetto or a heavy mix. The voice is able to, it's more agile. It carries less weight when it's less chest, and I believe that's one of the reasons why less powerful singers tend to have more agile voices. That's not always the case, but you know that's usually is what you're going to get. Absolutely inhumanly crazy. That tone change when that mix came on. That dude is crazy. I know he bad. That see on that free, I wasn't even ready for you, Daryl, but you came out swinging. Who? Avery. I almost forgot. Avery Wilson. We all know the brother can blow. I mean, runs left to right, left to right. But the range too for him again is just insane, his range, and it's bright, but I prefer his tone. And I say this all the time, I'm not a fan of when dudes go way up there in the soprano notes. I'm just, most of the time, I'm not a fan of it. It's kind of thin and kind of screechy to me, you know what I mean, kind of. But Avery remains sort of full and powerful, and it's a more remains sort of round, well rounded up there, and it's not like he's squeezing to get a potent, like, I don't know, scream out. I love Avery too. Brother. I mean, come on. Come on. That first clip that they showed of him, the audio quality was terrible. I mean, it was awful, but that run right there did it for me right there, man. I mean, incredibly quick, yet incredibly churchy. I mean, dog. And I mean, he's. It's probably gonna sound funny, but I have never heard a man of his age running like that. I take that back. Stevie Wonder, Stevie Wonder, and Charlie Wilson. Okay, Charlie Wilson, Stevie Wonder. Okay, but other than that, I'm pretty sure that's the only ones I've ever heard running like that with that clarity. That clarity, and a lot of times as we age, men and women, our agility slows down. Sometimes drastically so, but this man's is he killing the kids today. There's the man. Say. Stevie Wonder is one of my absolute top three favorite male singers of all time. Him, Charlie Wilson, and at the moment, mm, I want to say Brian McKnight. All incredibly agile, all have incredibly useful tones still, and incredible range. All of them excel, and they just got the whole package. You know what I mean? So we can fall again. Be the way we were when we first began. That transition into that head voice, man. That right there, that head voice is money. The clarity, the tone, beautiful in the head voice. And oh. What? You know what was most impressive about that clip to me? Him remembering where the original core, where he started and where to finish. He didn't get lost. Even if they had that level of agility, that ear, and the ability to remember where you started and where to end, that's the most difficult part in doing runs like that. I mean, absolutely incredible. The ear is amazing. It was good musicality. He wasn't just going down or going up or all around the world. That's genius. That's the ear right there. That's a good, amazing ear. not a simple run, a very complex chord and full of semi-notes, whole notes and semi-notes and going back and forth and not getting lost. I'm never wrong when I feel something ain't right. Hey, I'm never wrong when I feel something ain't right. Hey, I'm never wrong. He churched to death. The man is bad, and even there, those semi notes, those semitones he was singing, he really good at the jumping between whole and semi notes, and that's very difficult, especially in quick succession, you know, and again, to remember where you started and where to finish in the midst of all that, to find your way back, that is not easy. Incredible. Wow. What? That voice, that wide open, bright, heavy mixed belt and the jump again, like Tonex. That was like that Tonex level crazy, that clip. I feel like these are the most unique sort of male singers. Singers who can do that and not just go high, but their tone completely changes. The color of their tone completely changes. Dimash is that way, but his range is cut up to where it's multiple different tones depending on what he's doing. But these men go for, I mean, the bottom and the top completely different. It's like a straight up woman that lives at the top of their voice. Incredible. Obviously the run was incredible too, but these ranges though. Just come and get it, let them say what they say, 'cause I'm about to put them all away. Yeah. Look at them. He got his teeth. Look. I mean, what even was that note? I mean, come on now. Come on with that range and the agility too. The descending run was killer. Every run was killer. And I just, the brightness of it and the power of it, you know, and that's not my, obviously I'll be honest, like I say, that I don't really crazy about the tone when they're up there. But the fact that they can go up there and be that powerful and the sound be that bright and agile. Everybody wants someone. Oh, piece of clay. I said everybody wants piece of clay. Come on, that last one. Hey, that man is bad. And I heard somebody said he was only 18. Absolutely incredible control. But that bad one, he went down and came right back on up. Those ascending ones get me. Not everybody does that. I just want to say too, another example of he goes into his head voice. I believe it might have been a heavy mix, the last guy, but I'm hearing a lot of head voice. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but another example of the agility, the added agility, when he's doing that heavy, to me, head voice. The agility is just insane. when Mariah goes soft, falsetto, or head voice, or even whistle, the agility is quickened like a mug. That's just so interesting to me. My papa said, "Come on, baby, all my love for you." Man. Okay. See that last note, that falsetto or head voice. It could have been a mix. I don't know. I'm confused right now because these men, I don't know where they are. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's happening with these tone changes. To me, that you that sounded like head voice, and the smokiness, the break, the raspiness of that, that gave me goosebumps. Uh, Most people, I think Glennis Grace is the only person who's ever covered Whitney and actually given me goosebumps and it made me feel that. That man, whoever that man was, also gave me goosebumps with that final head voice. Wasn't crazy about the tone in the heavier mixes and the belting, but that's the Smokey head, every Smokey head voice thing he broke into his transition, that got me. Say the song. Oh, he kind of remind me of a Christian Biggie Smalls. The man is good. Come on, Charlie. I be practicing to some Charlie Wilson. If you a male singer and want to know how to rough real, listen to Charlie Wilson. Smooth, sound like a machine. La, I, mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Charlie bad, that's my dude. The key. Love his key changes. I love his key changes. Nice tone. Come on. Say. Oh, I'm more impressed by his head voice than the agility there. I mean, that boy's head voice is incredible, powerful, beautiful tone, and the vibrato with it, very just very just beautiful, very sort of melodical, and that little hi hat voice at the end there. I wonder what his range is. I wonder if he can whistle too, because the way he handled that, the finesse that last note was real dope. Is he whistling? Oh. Look. I can't whistle that way. He literally was. You know what I mean? I can't do all that with my whistle. My whistle alone is raggedy. But I've never heard anybody whistle that way like that. As a matter of fact, I've never heard anybody whistle either the actual whistle way or with just the air of the lips with that level of agility. I didn't know people could whistle with their lips with that kind of control and agility. That's absolutely insane. I mean, absolutely, that sound as good as a real thing to me. To be honest with you, I'd be happy with just being able to do that. Say,
when I was working late,
say.
I was really out with another girl. Back in the same mistake.
He turned back around. Come on, bruh. Come on, y'all. Did y'all hear that agility? I'm blown away. Who is that? Who is that? Y'all let me know who that is. One of the baddest in my, and it's not just the agility is insane. The high note, the power on that was insane. The resonance was insane. The tone is insane to me. Um, I'm the delivery. He's one of my personal favorites thus far. The man was killing. I wouldn't be saying like that to my wife talking about how I cheated on her though. You know, I be. Now I'm looking for a miracle, and I expect the impossible, 'cause I feel the intangible, because the sky is the limit to what you can have. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. It's summertime, baby, don't. The living is easy and the cotton is high. Upturn easy, smile, the summer's here, because it's summertime. Ooh, he sounded like he about to kill it. The flow of that man is just phenomenal. Very jazzy, especially at the end. He's got a really soft, smooth voice. Again, that probably explains why he's so freaking effortlessly, easily agile. I mean, he doesn't have to carry so much weight, and it's so very apparent in these with him, man. I mean, just the man's tone is just rich and it's like velvet, very very smooth, very very smooth. The white brother can sing. He tore that scale up. He did it. He did it. My God. And the range on these people and the agility on these people. That man. What can you say after that? All you can do is rest. That's all you can do after hearing that is just rest. That range. One of my favorite runs there. That's a man? Wow. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, baby. All you got. That's a boy. Oh, that boy was one of the best ones, and he looked like he was just born yesterday, and he's singing like that, and he is keeping those runs up in the air like that, and what am I trying to say? I don't know the right term for that, but like when you suspend a run, and then you like you suspend it on one time, and then you zip from I mean like that's what I mean by just like bouncing it almost in the air with you. I mean that boy was just born and he out singing all these people out here, just about all of them. Then the tone and clarity, I mean, and the tone, I mean, who is that? Who is that young man? I'm sorry, I said little boy. I'm just shocked. Who's the little man? Was killing. The control for him, I mean, he's a prodigy. He really is a prodigy. I don't know who that is. I hope he gets some training young while he has all that range and control then, because you know sometimes these young men be killing, and then puberty hits them, and then their voice is just gone. It's gone. It sound like a completely different. I mean, puberty hit them like a Mack truck. I mean, but this young man right here blew my mind. As a matter of fact, with his age, I mean, this is the most impressive one to me thus far because of how young he is. I've never heard a young man sing like that, and I've heard like a young period, not just young man, young woman sing with such control and how did he even know, even if you have the control, how do you know what to do up there like that? How do you know his ear? In the pitch and again remembering where you started and how it ends and how is his brain even developed enough to tell him where to. I'm speechless and I'm done. I'm done for the night. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Please continue. I mean, I don't remember most of their names. I'm gonna be honest, but Mr. Tonix stood out to me. Tonex stood out to me. I'm sorry. The band who was after him, maybe one or two after him that I said reminded me of Tonex with a completely different tone when he hit that heavy mix. He stood out to me. The white gentleman, second, the first white gentleman, not the second one, who's not the one who sang with Yeba, but the white gentleman before that, I believe, who was on the piano, shocking, like shocked me with that crazy agility. I mean, and the man that was in that play and was singing to his girl about how he was banging everybody else, which I don't condone. The man was, I mean, he was fire. The tone and that power, that resonance, that just solid belt that he hit, and just the texture of his voice is phenomenal. And of course, the runs and riffs. All of these dudes were shocking. All of them were killer. And the older gentleman who was in the church, who I was talking about, you know, it's not often you see older gentlemen with that much agility still. I mean, like I said, Charlie Wilson and Stevie Wonder are the only other two that I can think of that are still as agile as they ever were. Absolutely phenomenal. Excellent video. Thank you for requesting it. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please continue to report your favorites.